to my video today, you guys. I am going to do a simply layered page. I haven't done one in a while, so I'm going to do one. We're going to use the Festive Farmhouse designer paper. I'm starting with this design right here. The other side looks like this with the red stripes, but this has a really pretty wood grain. It's kind of a grayish kind of color. So that's what we're starting with. I'm going to use that on both sides. And then I have some pieces put together here, and we're going to do some stamping and some embossing and all of that. What we're going to start with is some of this exclusive designer paper. It was from a promotion maybe a month or so ago, a couple months ago, and it was the Dashing Along the Way paper, so you may have some of that. And what I've done is I've cut this first piece. Now I have a PDF for you guys. It's on my blog post and in the YouTube description, and it'll just say print your PDF here, and it has all of the dimensions on that PDF. So this is what I've done is I've taken a 12 by 12 piece of paper. I've cut it at 7.5 inches, and that's going to go on this side, and then the rest of it is going to go on here. And then if you look closely, you can see the edge here, right in the light. You can see that it has some gold embossing, and what I've done is just taken my Versamark ink pad, and I've pulled that along the edge of the designer paper, and I've added gold embossing powder, and then I've melted that. So the edge here is going to have this really pretty gold edging, and then I've done that on some of the other pieces. So we have that piece, and then I have some pieces already done here, and then I have this piece here. So that's going to look really gorgeous right next to each other. Where that embossing is, I'm going to put the adhesive closer to it, just so it makes sure it's holding it down. And then we'll work on one side at a time once we get this part down. So I have those two pieces, and then from that same designer series paper, the Dashing Along the Way, I am going to use a strip. This is a 1-inch strip. So we'll put this here. So this foundation piece is from Festive Farmhouse, and then the designer paper that I'm using to layer is from Dashing Along the Way. So we'll go ahead and put that right next to this. So now we have a piece that looks like this. So now let's move one side away, and then we'll work on this side. So now you can see that gold embossing piece. And then what I've done is I've taken some of the other pieces. I've taken my silhouette, and I've cut out some trees. So you can see here is this. I've cut out the tree, and then I've ran it through an embossing folder. I'll put the name of the embossing folder right up on the screen, but you can see it gives you this really cool design in the tree, and then I've inked it. So this is garden green. It's a garden green tree, and then I've inked it, and then I have a couple other ones. And what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to add the gold stars. So here's two more of the trees where I've added the gold stars, but I wanted to show you how the tree looked without the gold stars, so you could get an idea of how it looked. So now what I have is I have this photo mat, and I have Mary Merlot, and that is 6.5 by 4.5, and then I've done the edging with the embossing powder. Then I have a gray granite, which is 6.25 by 4.25, and then your photo would just go right on top of there. And then I have some 4 by 4 photo mats. So the garden green is 4.5 by 4.5. The gray granite is 4.25 by 4.25, and then your 4-inch photo will go right on there. So this is like the basic foundation. I have a lot more to do on here, but this is basically what we're going to do here. So let's move that aside, and then I'll put everything down off camera. So then on this side, I'm going to have these two trees here with the stars, And then I have some more photo mats. So we have a green one that's gonna go here. And then I have a couple gray granite ones, and it's gonna tuck underneath the tree. So let me adhere all of that down, and then I'll be back to share with you the next step. So I have my layout all put together. I really did a lot of this off camera, you guys, but I kind of just forgot as I was getting into making my layout. I used the Festive Farmhouse stamp set and just created this by using a couple circle punches and then the dies. So I just layered it, and I did that same technique with the gold embossing, and I'll insert a little clip that I did of doing one of the squares just so you could see how I did that. I put the stars on this tree, and everything's inked. So that's this side. And then on this side, I just finished it out by taking a Believe die, and I actually just cut it out on white cardstock, just Whisper White cardstock. And then I pressed my Versamark all over the die and added gold embossing powder, and then I heat set that, and then I did that twice. So it's a little bit thicker, has a little bit there. And then I used a vellum circle, and I added some lines so I could do some journaling to right here. So this is my complete layout right here. I hope you enjoyed seeing this, and on the PDF will be all of the measurements for this layout. I hope you guys are having a great Friday, and I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today and watching my videos. Here are 2 other of my most recent videos. I would love for you guys to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and I will catch you in my next video. I hope you all have a wonderful day.